What's going on, Raiders? Doolum here, and today we're going to be talking about Fire Night because we just had a turn attack tournament and I decided to change things up a little bit in Fire Night and use some different characters. And honestly, I was kind of shocked at the results, if I'm being completely honest, especially because I don't have the best gear on these people and it still worked great. So if you're ready, let's get into it. But first, make sure you're clicking that download link or scanning the QR code to get Karato Fox Hunter. The second you start the game, an amazing legendary nuker. At level 10, you're going to be getting Tagore, an amazing epic support character. At level 20, you're going to be getting Fane, who's got some incredible turn meter steal, as well as some pretty crazy damage. And then at level 30, you're going to be getting Vergus, who's a defense-based champion, to help keep your other characters alive. And then this is super important, day number 1 within the first 24 hours of making your Raid Shadow Legends account. Type in promo code Monkey King to get Sun Wukong, one of the best free legendaries they have ever given. And if you're on iOS, make sure you're clicking a different link in the description to type in any promo code. All right, let's go over to Fire Knight's Castle. So Fire Knight's Castle is without a doubt the hardest dungeon in my opinion, right? This is not easy at all. I hate Fire Knight, but the problem is you get one of the best sets from Fire Knight, and that is Savage, as you can see there. Savage is an insane set that is really helpful, really good. The stun set as well is also very good. So this is going to be the main place you're going to be getting those from. And we had the Fire Knight turn attack recently for the Smart Fella. I swear I'm going to say Fart Smella one time and everybody's going to laugh at me, but man, oh man, every time I almost mess up. So the Smart Fella event. And before, I was able to stick around stage 21. I was not getting past that, or 22, I think. I was stuck there for a while. And then I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try some new additions. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to go for it. And the new additions were going to be Donatello and Michelangelo. That's right. 2 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, one for free and one the Fragment Summon event, were absolute game changers for me. And the main reason why is going to be because of the passive here. The passive effect, whenever Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, or Raphael attacks, this champion joins in that attack. So whenever Donatello's taking a turn, Michelangelo assists. Whenever Michelangelo takes a turn, Donatello assists. And those assists are going to be so imperative because in Fire Knight, you want to take out that shield as quickly as possible. And at stage 25, it's 12 shield. So what ends up happening is Donatello takes a turn, hits once. Michelangelo does the assist, does his A1, and hits twice. So that's a fourth of the shield gone immediately, right off rip, the second it happens. And then Michelangelo takes a turn, does his A1, hits twice, and then Donatello assists because of the kits. And there's 6. There's half of the shield just gone immediately. Then if you're using somebody like Tholen, who does multi-hits as well, Alice, who does multi-hits with the A1, Supreme Gaelic potential multi-hits, Duchess multi-hits, it just changes things up so much. And it allowed me to go from, I think, stage 22 all the way to stage 25. So this is the team that I was running, was Deacon, who's got a multi-hit as well on his A1. Tholen, who's got some big boy damage. I know it's not the best into this affinity, but I was actually having less success not using Tholen here and using somebody like Supreme Gaelic or anybody else. So I was actually having more success using Tholen because he's got Nature's Wrath. He also has his passive, which makes him take an extra turn. He's also got the extra turn because of the weaken. He's got a double hit on his A3, a double hit on his A2. So he is very useful here. So I'm going to do a run here. I'm going to take off Super Raids because I don't even have the energy for it. I'm at 32. I am struggling on the energy. And even through the waves here, you get through this really, really quickly, honestly. You see the assists coming out there. You see a bunch of AoE damage. I get the increased attack now. Now I've got the decreased defense as well as decreased attack and leech out on pretty much everybody except for the 2 end characters because of Michelangelo's A3, which is absolutely amazing. And now I've got the stun out there on 1 character as well. And that gives that debuff spread. So now I do have the leech, the decreased defense, and the decreased attack on everybody. So even when they do start taking turns, they're not going to hit very hard. And then guess what? I have 100,000 health on Donatello. So every time he's using his A1, he's healing for 5% of that, which is 5,000. So every time Donatello uses his A1, he's healing for 5,000. Every time Michelangelo takes a turn, Donatello assists and heals for another 5,000. So he's keeping everybody topped off, and you see how much healing is being done here and making sure I have pretty much no chance of dying here, which is absolutely amazing. And then I get the cooldown reduction from Donatello's A2, which is absolutely great, and that is making it so Duchess pretty much always has the revive up. That brings it from a 4-turn cooldown down to a 2-turn cooldown. So even if you lose somebody, get that revive out there, then you lose a couple more people potentially because of bad RNG, bad targeting, bad whatever it is, Duchess has that full team revive coming right back up. We also have Deacon here, who's going to be continually rewinding and continually giving turn meter, making sure that decreased defense is out there a bunch. We're also going to have the I Got You Bro passive from Donatello as well, which just procced. I knew it was coming and saved Deacon from death there. Now, he still did get stunned, but that passive is absolutely amazing, and it essentially saves a character from death, which is absolutely awesome. He did die there, but guess what? Now we've got the revive, right? And now, once Donatello uses his A2, he's going to take off 2 cooldown points off of Duchess's A3, which is going to make it on a 2-turn cooldown. Now, that depends when he uses it, right? Duchess is at 2 turns now. Now, guess what? Duchess officially has her revive again. So I'm going to play this like it's on auto just to show you that she has her revive once again. I'm still going to play this like it's on auto. So we're going to use that. And then we're going to use this because, again, it's on auto. I want to show I can auto this. I'm going to continue going here. And then you see Duchess now has her revive once again. So she is pretty much always going to have that revive, which is absolutely insane. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So we're getting through this wave content pretty easily, honestly. Not too bad. What, like 3 minutes? It's usually about 2.5 if I don't take off the auto. And then depending on RNG, obviously. And I don't have any sort of team builder assist thing going on to change the turns and what they're going to use and stuff. I have nothing being used right now, so I'm just using base auto, right? And I have yet to see this fail. Now, I say that, and it's absolutely going to fail, right? Because that's how it works. So you see he only has 3 shield points now, and we're getting those assists. Now he has no shield. I get a little bit of a rewind and a decreased defense from Deacon there. And now we're getting some good damage. Now, this is a little bit of a different strat. Usually you want to have a bunch of turn meter rewinds here to make sure the Fire Knight never takes a turn, right? But this team has so much healing, so much reviving, and so much just survivability that I don't even care if he's taking turns. It literally doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't make it so I don't end up beating this. And you see the cleanse, the heals, the extra damage. Then guess what? Michelangelo is going to take a turn here. He's going to call in an assist. And the assist is going to heal for 5% of the max health. And it's also going to activate those regenerations that he just put out with the A3. So once again, once he takes a turn, I'm back to full life. So it's not like it matters all that much. And you see the A1 hitting for twice here. And it's just absolutely amazing what this team can do without pretty much any turn meter manipulation outside of Deacon's A3, which is only 15%, right? It's nothing too crazy. So there's really no turn meter manipulation here. It's all just out damaging and out healing the amount of damage that the Fire Knight's putting out. Now, I know what you're thinking. Fire Knight does destroy max health damage, right? Which does become a thing once you get later and later into this fight. But the fight doesn't last long enough for that to become a problem. And even if it does, we have Duchess's Revive that's just going to continue to be up over and over and over again. There's that decreased cooldown. There's the assists out there. There's the rewind. There's the boost for me. Now I get another attack, and now I'm doing a massive amount of damage to that Fire Knight. So the amount that he healed was about a quarter of the damage that I actually did to him. So again, could you make this a little bit better with some turn meter rewinds, maybe instead of Tholen? Making sure that you're getting through. Yes, absolutely. But the thing is, you're losing those multi-hits, right? And I really, really like these multi-hits getting through the shield, and now I'm able to get a rewind, and now I'm able to get a turn with Michelangelo here. Big damage. Hopefully it's a crit. I don't have 100% crit rate on him just yet, but get that assist, double crit with the double hitter on the A1, and then the A1 comes out again, another double crit, War Master procking as well. And you see, I get through this pretty well. And I'm honestly pretty impressed how well I'm doing on this. And I've yet to try hard mode. I know hard mode is a completely different beast, and you need a lot of like freeze champions and stuff like that because turn meter reduction just doesn't work, is my understanding. So it's a whole different beast trying to get through that. But you see these assists coming in and doing so much damage. That was like 100,000 damage out of turn from Michelangelo there. And like that is unmatched. That is so, so good. And just with the two-piece here of the two, probably the easier of the two turtles to get because we still don't even have the unlock requirements for Raphael and Leonardo, but I'm assuming they're going to be kind of nuts because Leonardo's ridiculously good. Now, Raphael, I think might be a little bit easier because Raphael is a little bit worse of a character. I think he's probably the 4th best turtle, but you can see why this team is so, so good and see their versatility and how good they're going to be in a lot of places, especially at Donatello. I have him at 3 red right now. I am planning on getting the 5 red on him. And then Michelangelo, I have him at 3 red as well, or 2 red only. He's only at 2 red because I don't even have the 3 red yet from the calendar that we're going to get for free. And we're going to be getting him up to 5 red. So he's only going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And again, I do not have him in amazing gear. Like he doesn't have 100% crit rate. He is extremely slow as well. So I have a lot of work to do on him. I've got him in a triple cruel set that does a lot of attack percent, a lot of damage, but I don't have that crit rate at 100% yet. But once I do, he's going to be hitting like an absolute freight train. And you see, it might not be the fastest, but guess what? I'm getting through this very, very quickly. And this is going to help me get some of that gear that I really need, such as Savage, which is really, really good gear. And I'm getting through it pretty quickly. You see, I get some stun set boots here. I'll sell these because they're blue, but absolutely amazing. I went from not like being hard bricked. I could not get past stage 22 to getting all the way to stage 25 without an issue. And you see my best up here is at 6 minutes and 23 seconds at 171 turns. Nothing wrong with that at all. I was very, very happy with this performance. You see the damage here. Michelangelo, even in like like I'm telling you, terrible gear, not 100% crit rate, like 130 speed, not great gear at all. He is matching, getting close to Tholen. Now, I understand Tholen is a force affinity, and this is a spirit affinity boss, right? So he's doing weak hits. But still, Tholen is 5-star awaken and in some insane gear. He's in some of my best gear that I have on him, and he's taking way more turns than Michelangelo because he's got way more speed. But the out-of-turn damage from Michelangelo is absolutely insane. And you see Donatello here even at 1.2 million damage, and he is not a damage dealer. He's a healer. You see almost 2 million in heals. He is absolutely nuts. Here, I'll move myself completely off. He is absolutely insane. And even on the damage scales, not too bad, man. He's hitting pretty hard for damage as a support character, so that is helping out a bunch as well. So let me know where you guys are using some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and if you want to get them for absolutely free, you can get Michelangelo free. Make sure you start playing now so you can get him for free, and he will be the best person on your roster right next to Sun Wukong, who you can get also for free using promo code Monkey King. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, Raiders.